All right, folks, you're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and on the other end of this phone, in the line, all the way back east in the city of New Jersey, New York, no, New Jersey.
York. Why you always say New Jersey?
I don't know
what you in New Jersey.
I don't know, but it's my man.
He said all the way back.
The East Coast legend, Dr. Dre from UNTV Raps and more, folks, and we're about to kick it off with the legendary Connects. Now, if you notice,
man,
I didn't do the music today, Doc.
I know you didn't. What happened?
We got flagged already.
Oh, we got flagged for that?
Yeah, we got flagged for that. That little sample of Jane Brown. That was enough.
Tina Marie.
Tina Marie. Ding 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 ding. So if y'all want these things to be seen, heard, and witnessed by the rest of the world, we got to come up with a new theme song, Doc.
Oh, I got some thoughts, but we'll get there.
Right, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out.
You know why?
Why?
It's a digital world.
Okay. All right, folks. Let's see my man. Who all's in the house? Gary's Garage is in the house. Marlon Cozy.
Gary.
What's up, Big Mar? King Dave Young. What's up with you, folks? I see y'all here already. I like it when they come in early, folks. I love it when they come in early.
Everybody's lined up.
They lined up like airplanes on the runway. It's about to go down.
Lined up for the airplanes.
Yeah. Woo! Like, you know how you do it at the airport? They line them planes up. They mess around and got everybody late.
Have you been getting the issues at the airports like we have between the weather and the they're not having the proper amount of staff? Because they shut down flying last weekend over on this way from Newark to JFK to LaGuardia, all over. They just didn't have the people, and then the weather was really crippling everybody.
No, Doc, so far we've been pretty blessed on that part. I've been on the plane a few times the last couple of months, and so far I've only had one minor delay, maybe a 10-minute delay. And so, no, I can't say that I've been blessed. I got to get on the plane at the end of this month and go up north for a hot minute. Hopefully I won't have a problem. I don't really travel that far. Most of my travels are inside of California or Vegas or Arizona right now. So haven't done a whole lot of cross-country stuff. So I think that's where the big issue's coming in. But I'm trying to understand. I know people got PPP. They got the EED, and they got all the loans. That money should be gone by now, right, folks? They still have nobody ready to go to work, and COVID.
Oh, you want to go there on this? Oh man,
I'm just asking a question. Now, if you want to go there, shit.
Before we jump on it, I want to send. I hope everybody's doing well in Mississippi, Texas, St. Louis, parts of Utah, Wyoming, because of the flooding that's going on by all the weather out there. Kentucky, Tennessee's getting hit, and we're starting to get hit by a lot of flooding because of the amount of rain. They said we had a rain in Texas that hasn't been seen for 1,000 years. So I say, well, who the hell knew that? 1,000 years? Yeah, 1,000 years.
Well, you know what? Some of the states you just mentioned are some of the same states that are leaders when it comes to denying climate change.
Exactly.
You know, some of them southern states, they've been convinced by Trump and his corporate buddies that climate change is not real. It's a hoax. Exist. Well, if you down there in rain damn near 6 feet high in Texas, okay, meanwhile in California, we had about a drought. Something ain't right. And
did you hear about the lake in Las Vegas that's drained to a point where they're finding bodies?
Yes, sir.
They're finding bodies, people that were put in containers, and they're going, wait a minute.
Yes,
this
sir.
is where they put them?
Yep.
They said, be careful of the holes in the desert. I think you better be careful of the water in the desert.
Yep. They got boats that sank that sitting up there like, hey, man, y'all can fix me shit. You know, it's crazy
out there. Me out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rivers, Colorado River, and the people in New Mexico and Arizona, sending out to them, our thoughts and prayers. What is this crazy? But we got to pay attention to this climate change. It's not one thing about climate. Mother Nature has not lost a fight ever.
Ain't gonna never win a fight. Mother
never
Nature
gonna lose a fight.
Mother Nature and Father Time are undefeated.
They win no matter what. So going back to what you were saying about PPE and all that stuff, because some people are trying to accuse Biden and his administration for all this money that's been corrupted and moved away. No, this happened in 2018, folks. 2018, and it's been unearthed that in the Trump administration and many folks who've been benefiting from it in Congress are some of the largest people who've stolen the money that was designated to people during the pandemic. The largest amount of money has been disappeared, gone.
What are you talking about?
It's gone. The PPE money you're talking about that was supposed to go out to businesses, and you know I'm tight on this stuff. I focus on this kind of thing, especially coming up with this 22 election in the fall.
Okay.
That people are complaining about, oh, Biden passed this, Biden passed that. And, you know, they're patting him on the back of the things that he's done well. And then they're going to say, oh, well, he put this money up and the money just disappeared. The money don't never disappear. It doesn't work that way.
So
it's just you don't wish to discuss who's taking advantage of those monies, because a lot of those people who needed the money and those businesses didn't get the money.
Wait a minute. They got a thing right now talking about people who got the money. They're about to be investigation to make sure you use the money in the right way. So somebody got the money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So the excuse of the money disappeared, we don't know who got it. Now they're backtracking and finding out that those people who got the money should not have gotten that money.
Okay.
Because a lot of people who filled out the forms and are struggling businesses and are trying to stay above the water didn't get the money and they're closing. So like, no, why is this going on? But yet big business is out of control. Like
that
wow.
was a big issue in the beginning. A lot of big businesses, congressmen, senators who had businesses got the money first. But a lot of boys in the hood got money too, because there's a whole lot of rims and paint jobs jumped off around here. A lot of Jordans got bought during that pandemic.
Can I tell you something too?
Go for it.
For the folks who deal in cannabis and stuff like that, beware of your businesses, because Walmart, CVS, Target, all of these companies are about going to be the largest distributors of cannabis in the country and in the world.
Who told you that?
Setting up to drop that, huh?
Who told you that?
Oh, come on, man. You know me. I pay attention. I pay attention to business.
I'm trying to see before that happens, the feds got to make cannabis federally legal so they can put the money in the bank. Right now, you can't put the money in the bank.
Remember what I told you the story months ago about the Speaker of the House who resigned his position?
Right.
From Ohio. John Boehner.
Yeah, the
he
tan
is
man.
the largest distributor of cannabis in America right now.
Okay.
And he hooked up with Pat Ryan, who also was a Speaker of the House, and he got him to resign. And them two have been doing what they do.
Okay. So once
just like Donald Trump's son-in-law went to Saudi Arabia and picked up $2 billion and put in his pocket, and nobody's questioning where that goes. Now there's a new name to throw on the table to let you know how much money's being thrown around where people don't know. How come this isn't working the way I thought it was going to work? Yeah, that money's coming in. A guy named Leonard Leo, who was responsible for putting that Supreme Court together for the last 30 years. And I ain't going to get deep because that's not what this show's about.
Too late.
Dude, I already got I got my lifesaver on and I'm breathing fresh air. We got to go deeper as we keep going on.
Well, look,
this guy just got $1.6 billion.
From who?
Tax-free.
From who?
Leonard Leo.
From who?
A multi-business billionaire just gave him $1.6 billion.
For what?
For these elections. For these elections coming up this fall.
Okay, now.
And that dark money is what's trying to influence everything. But now the Republicans are backing up because of all of these swing victories, because they were never supposed to overturn Roe versus Wade. They knew that would cause this wave. And you can't beat when the women get out there and they start fighting for their rights. Now you got trouble. Now you got major trouble.
Now you got problems. That's true. You got trouble.
You got major trouble. So we'll see what happens. But this week in hip hop, what have you been hearing?
Man, this week in hip hop, my head has been kind of underwater. I've been doing some other stuff today. I've been busy on some other shit all week. What have you heard? I tell you what, if I can recall what you know, shit.
I heard little TJ, who was shot at in Jersey and shot 7 times, has gotten out of the hospital and recuperating.
Who?
And thanking all of his fans. Little TJ.
Little who?
Little TJ.
Who the hell is Little TJ who?
Look, man, look. I'm just telling you the story that I know. He's a rapper from the East Coast.
You know what?
Little TJ.
Wait,
he got his crew.
Stop. I think we need to have better qualifications for who's really a rapper, as opposed to anybody that upload a song to Spotify. That automatically make you a rapper. You have to sell some product first, because the only time they get famous is when they get shot. Most of the people.
That's the interesting thing.
Most of the people that we talk about, me, you, and Dusty talk about on these various shows, I have never heard of till somebody put a bullet in their ass. Okay? Without a bullet in their ass, they don't get a bullet on the charts. Okay?
That's the prerequisite now in hip hop. How many times have you been shot? Who shot at you? Did they get you? Have you been killed? And then your product goes through the roof.
Do you realize how ignorant that is? Do you realize how ignorant that is? You got to get shot to get hot?
Hey.
Do you realize the ignorance of that right there? I'm about to get on some Charleston White shit right now. These fools is just dying literally to get famous. That don't make no sense, man.
That's where the questioning of what drill rap and the videos of that, because the Mayor Adams here in New York City is trying to get people to, that's how the cops are going after these drill rappers. And they keep going, how come you can't come up to me because what I put in the lyrics? No, fool, you don't just put it in your lyrics, you put it in your videos.
Put it in your life.
You put you're doing.
You put it in your life. You make it something that people cannot ignore, because you sit right here and do it in front of me. And there's King Dev Young. But yeah, no disrespect, but rap is terrible on all levels now, man.
What happened to having a good time?
What
happened to having a good time?
A party ain't a party till a nigga is dead. That's what a party ain't a party till a nigga is dead. Okay, a party ain't a party till somebody gets shot. That's the basic theme. That's the basic theme. That's the basic theme of today's parties. A party ain't a party till somebody gets shot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And what do we do? This is why I say
wait. Hold on.
This gun violence.
Hold on. Do you realize? Understand the ignorance that we're talking about now. Understand it.
Still trying to figure out who Little TJ is.
No. Fuck him. Okay. Fuck him. And
stop fucking everybody.
Fuck him. No, I ain't gonna say fuck him because he got shot.
I'm not promoting. Look. All these people got family, friends, enemies, whatever you want to call it. But when did music become the ground? Well, not the competition of it, but the extreme idea of competition is you have to go out and try to kill your adversary.
Dude. You know what? Everybody got a family before they choose that life. Everybody got kids. Everybody got kids. Everybody got a family and people around them.
Miss B, the divine
before
connector joined.
They choose that lifestyle. And once they choose that lifestyle and they hit some type of detrimental situation, now we got to feel sorry for them. Fool, where was you at when this? Wait a minute. You thought because he got some gold teeth and got something on Spotify and YouTube that he was going to be a celebrity and you was going to get to roll with him and be in the videos, like what should say, all up in the videos and shit. But he ended up getting shot instead. Now we got to cry for this fool. But you didn't tell him, stop picking on them cats across town to try and make your motherfucking bones. That's the problem with this shit, man. Most of these cats are so disrespectful till somebody just got to get your ass. And then you got people on various platforms. Oh yeah, man, you got people. You got somebody shot your homeboy and nobody do nothing. And so you damn near be egged on by another idiot.
There's always an instigator, protagonist, antagonist, and everybody's in the fight because of social media. Right. That's the way it is.
Everybody want to give you an opinion on how to be a gangster. It's time to do time.
And unfortunately, that's what we promote in the music, on the TV shows, on the reality shows, their movies, you name it. I mean, when was the last time we just saw a movie that just made you laugh because things were just funny?
Well, you know what?
Funny, not because it was adversary or that edge of competition where it has to be, I'm going to take you out.
Everybody, I'm going to say almost everybody, Well, no, I can't say everybody because I know better than that. Because I know
True.
much better than
Not
that.
everybody.
Everybody,
There's a
but
portion.
so many
There's always a
people,
percentage and a portion.
so many people want to embrace the gangster lifestyle. Okay, I'm a G,
Yes.
I'm a G, I'm a G, and you know, goddamn well that ain't what you do. You know damn well that ain't what you do. You know damn well that ain't what you do. But you're trying to play that role, and when you play in that role, sometimes people believe you. All of a sudden, you run up with somebody who's really, really with that. Next thing you know, you got a problem that you can't fix, and you running scared. You, whatever the case may be. All I know is, it don't make no sense. Here we are, 50 years of this fucking civil war, man, in our community. 50 years of this shit, man. 50.
And it's not
hold on,
slowing down.
Let me finish. This civil war in our community is older than hip hop.
True.
It's older than hip hop. Okay?
It goes back into jazz. It goes back into bebop. It goes back into swing music.
Wait.
It goes back from Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington. Who was he fighting? Who was he fighting with?
No, he wasn't fighting. But like you said, the gangsterism that has always been around it.
Understand this. The music, unfortunately, the music and some parts of the movie entertainment business has a gangster element involved. The music business has a gangster element. But again, understand this. Ooh, there are people that make things happen their way for the benefit of $1. There's people who make things happen in their way in for progress, and then there's people that just do dumb shit thinking they have it their way and they got no chance of winning. Okay, and when it comes to sometimes, and I can't justify none of this shit, but I understand it better. Okay, when you're in the community and you turn your community into a hellhole, you can't have entertainment, you can't have parties, you can't have dances. You're depriving yourself of
Miss B, the divine connector joined.
You're depriving yourself of a good time or a childhood or a teenage lifestyle that most of us old folks would love to have again back in the day. Because right now,
Dude,
no. I'm glad I'm old right about now.
Let me say something to you real quick, because we need to uplift the show a little bit too with this. Right now in New York, in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, even out here where I'm at in County and Long Island, folks our age being shot walking to the store, crossfire. Oh, I was taking my daughter or granddaughter out, and they're being shot at by gangs of folks in stolen cars, emulating drive-bys, emulating carjackings. This is what they do. The craziest thing I just heard, there were these two guys on an ATV, and this is alleged, who went down the wrong way on the road and crashed head on into a tractor trailer. And their relatives came out there blaming the tractor trailer. They're like, they were on the wrong road. You didn't see the headlights?
Well, see,
on an ATV.
I done told you.
I mean, when you know that,
I done told you we are in an era. This is the generation that never got their asses whooped at school. This generation they got trophies and jerseys for showing up. Mama signed you up for $400 to play football. You pay just the minimum for the team, and you got a trophy. Then you got a wall full of trophies. You ain't good with the damn. Nobody ever scolded you. Everybody talked hard to you. Never got your ass whooped. You never seen the realities of life. And all of a sudden, they grow up, be 18, 19 years old, and nobody ever told them no or not now or sit your ass down. Meanwhile, you got a whole army of people with guns, badges, and the whole 9 yards waiting to put your hands on your ass because, that's what they do. And most of these kids have not been prepared for everyday life in the community. And you got everybody wants to be the most disrespectful in a society that's based on respect. Now here we are, everybody. And here I am. I'm a grown ass man. And I call somebody's name. I call him, hey, Mr. So and So. What's up with you, sir? How you doing today, ma'am? That's just me.
No more.
Huh? That's just
There's
me.
No misters no more.
Everybody's Miss Bird.
Some of these young cats say, "Yo, nigga, what's up?" I said, "What'd you say?"
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, dude.
Everybody is ma'am. It's no disrespect to show respect. And any woman that I meet in my life, I'm gonna treat her like a queen till she prove herself otherwise. You got to earn the B word in you got to earn that shit.
Where I live right now, there was a woman whose 7-year-old daughter was shot in a crossfire in her house. 3 months later, to this day, she was shot taking groceries out of her car with her other kids in the car. And they're like, we got to get out of here. This is crazy.
Look,
so the mother and the daughter were shot at the house just trying to live.
Look. You got grown folks that are taking over streets, making fucking donuts. Like that's really some major shit all over the community. In LA, these fools stopped the freeway. They will stop the freeway to do some goddamn donuts. Okay? I wish I had me a tank or a monster truck. If I had me a truck or a tank or a monster truck, I'd be some flat ass cars on the 91 freeway. We got company, man. We got company, Dad.
Yeah, we got a lot of company. We got Queen Bee on the line. Queen Bee's with us. Hey, Bernadette.
Hey, legends. Y'all being good. What are y'all waiting for? Welcome, legend. We got another legend on here, so I'm gonna be quiet. King 45. How you doing, legend?
Okay.
They behaving for a little while, but I don't know if you're gonna help them behave or not. Or you gonna get them crunk. Welcome.
Thank you.
So the one, the only, the man behind the 900 number, and the song that inspired the Ed Lover dance on Your Own TV Raps, the one, the only legend himself, Mark the 45 King. What's up, Mark?
What's up? Actually, that's not my. Mark is not really in my stage name, but it's kind of hard for me to change that, huh?
I know Mark.
Yeah.
Dre. All right, Dre. Dr. Dre. All right.
That's okay though. He knew me that long, so
he know his government name. He gonna give him all your. Do we have your social security number too? If not, he gonna give him all your identity.
Oh no, that's okay though. I usually say that. I usually tell everybody that. I should have told him that before though, but no problem. How's everybody doing?
King and I were on tour with Queen Latifah back in 1989. We traveled through Europe. Yes, sir. Mark hasn't just done the 900 number, which inspired the Ed Lover dance on Your Own TV Raps. He's done a bunch of Grammy hits. He's an amazing producer. And when I was speaking to the King, I said, you got to come on the show.
Right.
So, King.
Thank you.
Now, you know what? Now, King, I've played your records before. I've heard your name before. This is my first time meeting you. Tell our folks what's happening, who you are, and those who don't know, educate them on your history. Will you please give them a quick bio?
Wow. I used to go back to the Bronx with the Funky 4+1. I used to be their DJ record boy.
Wow.
I used to pass DJ Breakout his records. And I learned how to do I learned all the records that he had.
Okay.
So when I started to produce, I knew, all those names of all those records.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then give us some of your hits.
Well, I was gonna say a joke.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I did what I do? Oh, been around the world and yeah.
Whoa!
I did that.
No, baby. I don't know when. I don't know why.
I did that. That's when they was just giving out one remix to a person that day.
Okay.
I did a Madonna remix, Keep It Together. Then the Vogue came out, and then nobody wanted to keep it together.
Okay.
Then what else? I did for Take 6, I did Spread Love with the drum under it. Okay, so I guess if you still hear that record, it's because of me. I guess. A lot of people don't know I did that. It wasn't an official remix. It was just I like to spread love, and I always wondered where came from.
All right. So you were actually a remix DJ back in the day, right? Like Lowell Silas and Michael Mixon Moore here in LA. He froze on us. Okay. Well, he left off a minute. He'll be right back, folks. Yeah, back in the day, man. Just those who don't know, anytime a group came out with a record, they had a certain DJs they would give the 24-track master to, and they would drop out and add different instruments, whatever. They were remix DJs. That's all they did. A lot of these guys became record producers, and record executives. One of my good buddies, rest his soul, Lowell Silas, he went from being a DJ at a club here in Los Angeles to one of the executives for a major company. I think it was either Motown or Arista. I'm not sure. But all that.
I thought he was with MCA.
He might have been. Okay, I don't hold me to that shit. There's too many initials.
I met him several times. That's why.
And he started off as being a remix DJ, and that right there was like a foot in the door of being a record producer / executive. When you go into the studio, and a lot of these guys would take the record, they would take the tape, the whole 2-inch tape, and extend it, and then drop certain instruments out, or add certain instruments, or add a guitar solo. If you ever hear Knee Deep, I'm sorry, Flashlight got an album version, but they got a 12-inch, they got a 12-inch long version. Same thing with Aqua Boogie. There's an album version and there's a 12-inch long version. Prince was notorious. Right. Prince did his own remixes. If you hear certain songs like dun, 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 what's that? What is that? Little Red Corvette. Little Red Corvette. Little Red Corvette was one of his one of my favorite ones that Prince did. And he would just add a funky bass line to it, or just add something that wasn't on the album to make the single sell even more and get it played more in the club. So remix DJs were very popular back in the day, folks. And my man 45 King was one of those cats that brought the heat on the remix.
But hit him with the Hard Knock Life there, King. Hit him with the Hard Knock Life.
King stepped off. Him and Bernadette both have stepped off the screen. They'll be back shortly. It's just me and you again, okay?
But ask the King next time he's on about a song called The Hard Knock Life by, one of those popular artists named Jay-Z.
I was finna say,
that was produced by DJ Mark, 45 Kid.
Okay. Derek Mallory says Lisa Stanfield been around the world 88, 89. Yeah. Yes, that was I was a dope one. Rick James, oh my God. Super Freak. I heard it on the radio the other day. The long version, oh my God. Yeah. A lot of these long versions, if you don't have the 12-inch, you will never get them. Okay. Some of them on YouTube, a lot of them are not though. I had to go searching for the Prince Little Red Corvette 12-inch. I finally found it in one of my crates, and it's on my playlist because you ain't gonna find that no more. Those records.
Be the Divine Connector joined.
Those records back then ended up being 10, 12 minutes easy, because on a 12-inch, on an album or a 12-inch, you have about 22 minutes of music, space for music. But on the 12-inch, because it's only one song, when they cut the song, they would cut the grooves a lot deeper. That's why if you listen to a lot of your 12 inches compared to your single, your album cuts, the bass is not as deep on the album.
It's the compression. It's
45 King joined.
I used to have at Def Jam when I cut Can You Feel It, Acknowledge Me, and even pump that bass. The reason you want to use 45 speed rather than 33, because the grooves were deeper and it'll give you a bigger bass resonance. But the interesting thing is, once we went into the digital world, when all the music can be put on a CD, then we were off to the races.
I was frozen, guys. I don't know what happened.
He was frozen for a minute. He stepped off. He's back now.
I don't know what you finished. I thought that was clowning me. I said, well, maybe they don't want to say anything, and I'm talking, and I'm talking.
No, we got you, Dallas.
Huh?
It's just technology, King.
Oh, yeah, I understand, yeah.
Hey, King, I got a question for you. If you had a choice, would you rather have digital music or analog music?
Well, I like analog after when you digitize it.
After you digitize it.
Yeah, you know. Well, I'm 60 years old,
Okay.
so I'm used to excuse me, hearing stuff. I like orchestras and yeah. So I would say it depends on what sound you. Well, okay. What's the difference? Like the difference in the.
I know when you if you have certain digital songs, especially depending on what format it is, if it's the AAC
Right.
versus the MP3 or a wave is going to sound better than an MP3. But
but you can really hear the difference. The girls at the bar can hear the difference.
The girls at the bar can if you got headphones. If you know better, if you know you, and that's the difference. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that's what makes you as a pro. You. I'm quite sure you know. Dre would know. I would
know. I think there's really no noticeable difference to me. But if whatever you like, I guess.
Okay.
I think I'm a good critic, which makes me the worst one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right, folks, we are live with 45 King right here. Legendary Connection. We got some true legends.
We got cut off. We got
let everybody know about the Hard Knock Life. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Lonzo. Go ahead.
Not with him. 45 King. What's happening? What happened? Hard Knock Life. Tell us about that. He froze again. He's gone, Dre. He froze again.
Oh, man.
Huh?
I said, this is not going to be pretty. It was the whole of what we getting, because I was like, I'm scrolling for the Wikipedia way he did, because I'm like scrolling for days. He's done a lot.
Keep on scrolling.
I did.
Well, shit.
So I had to get to the interview. I had to get it to the legends, because he's a legend for real. So we got to get him back on here, because he is endless. He's being very humble about what he got, what he's doing.
I've heard about him quite a bit in the past, and that's one thing I hate about having the club all them years. I missed a lot. I missed out on a lot as far as back east stuff. I don't know a whole lot of people from back east. I didn't meet most of them guys that I went on tour, so I don't have the same relationships that Dre does. But as a club owner, I'm a DJ. I've seen all their records. So here we have
Mark. Huh? Yeah, Dre. I said Dre got the connection. He's so connected. He's saying Mark, but I love it. I love it. Yeah.
He just got back on. Let me bring him back in.
I'm getting cut off again and again and again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
How's your signal?
Hello?
Yeah, you here.
Hello.
We got you. Yeah, but he keep freezing though. That's the problem. He got one of the Bernadette signals.
Look. I already been, one of our listeners has told people on a Zoom, hey, you doing a Bernadette. You must be out you must have a Bernadette signal. So it's already, it's real. Don't do that. But on a Zoom call, I think it's talked about by our listeners when they lose a person.
It's real. It's real. The Bernadette curse. All right, she didn't curse 45 King. His shit going in and out. Okay, Dre, you still there? You awful quiet, man. Where you go? Hold on, let me make sure Dre here. Oh, I see what's happening with him. There you go, Doc. I'm back. You back?
I'm right here.
All right, bring the.
He didn't need to hear that anyway. Did you hear that, Dre? Instead of being out in the boonies, you out there like Bernadette. That's what one of our listeners said, and that's what's happening to King.
All right,
he got a Bernadette network.
He back on again. Let's see if we can get him for a while here.
Do we got the King back?
We got the King back. But he's frozen.
If I get cut off again, I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, but I hear you, but you're frozen. We hear you, but you're frozen, Doc. He just left.
We'll do a part 2 with King. Pre-recorded Zoom.
See what we gotta do? We gotta get Dre's ass on the screen so we can get a phone line up.
This is what this.
Go get some pictures of him.
To connect.
We gotta get Dre line. You gotta get on the screen, and so we can get our guest on the phone. Worst case scenario, we get him on the phone, and make it happen like that. Anyway, folks, you're live with Lonzo, Dr. Dre, and Miss Bernadette from the muddy
45 King joined.
the red muddy city of Mississippi. She down there with the internet at Mississippi internet. All you gotta do is have a squirrel fart on the line and the internet.
I'm about to be flooded.
All right, there you go, Doc.
I need his phone number.
I want to say bye.
I need his phone number.
Much love to you. We'll try to get another time.
I don't know why I'm getting cut off all the time.
All right, we're gonna make it happen though. We're gonna
dial you in. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Lonzo.
All right, folks. Yeah, Bernadette down there in the woods. If a squirrel fart on the line, the whole damn thing go off. The whole city go offline. So don't worry about it. You got squirrels.
Don't get on Bernadette too hard right now. She's dealing with climate change and a lot of water. So I'm not mad at her. She's not in the red lake. She's in the Red Lake right now.
I bet
raining a lot, y'all. Politician Dre, preacher Dre, it's raining a lot. In other words, Dre. Go ahead, Lonzo.
How bad is the water down on the real tip? How deep is the water? Has the Mississippi River flow over?
In some of our it's a lot of flooding. People getting some rivers in their streets and stuff and everything. But where I moved to, where the red clay is, we all good. We all Gucci. But it keeps coming and coming and coming. Like when it's raining, it keeps getting there. So the land is getting real soft and everything. I don't know.
Is it a hurricane?
It's a lot of rain.
Just rain.
No, it's just rain. How deep is your flood? That's the new song. How deep is your flood?
Right. You know what? Somebody just brought up a good point that we need to talk about right quick, Doc. My man, Afro Man. Yeah. Afro Man house got raided. Okay.
Twice. I saw the interview with him.
What? How the fuck you see it? How the fuck you see it?
Look, man, I got my ways. Look, don't you question my ways. There, Lonzo.
He telling me he saw the shit. Okay, goddamn. All right. If that's the adjective you want to use, I'm gonna let you have that. Go ahead. But yeah, Afro Man's house got raided, folks. In fact, and
they didn't find anything. That's the crazy part. The cops raided his house and didn't find it. And they knocked the doors down.
Went off through his suits and shit. And he wasn't even home. And I don't know what were they supposed to be looking for. They said he had a vape pen. I don't know. He said something about a vape pen, but he was on tour, but he saw everything from his cameras and same kind of cameras I got in my studio. If I could be anywhere in the world and look what's going on in my house. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether he had a heads up or not, that they decided to go in there one day when he wasn't home and mess up his shit. But man, that's the world we living in, man. So I just my man Rob Trimble says Tariq's house was raided too. This Tariq Nasheek.
Get out of here.
He said Tariq's house was raided. They didn't say which one. I think Tariq, because they've been saying they've accused him of being all kind of shit when it comes to the FBI. Okay, the Fibbies. They've been watching them for a while. He said a lot of inflammatory stuff, and they raided Tariq Nasheed's house. I don't know why.
This
is my first time hearing about
simple. It. If it's the local and regular police and they're raiding you, that's one story. But if the FBI is on you, you better be. That's why Donald Trump is shaking, because he knows the FBI don't play. They don't come after you unless they got a case.
Well, I'm gonna look that story up. The Tariq Nasheed's house.
I want to hear about that one. I didn't hear that one. I heard about Afro Man, and that didn't make. And he was on, and he was like, I don't even know. I had to leave what I was doing, come back home because I had to put doors and stuff up because they raided his crib and left everything wide open.
Now, Afro Man, been Afro Man since he moved back to Mississippi. What y'all know what he about? What's the big urgency all of a sudden? I don't understand.
Is he in Mississippi or is he in Ohio?
He's in Mississippi.
I thought he was in Ohio. Okay.
In Mississippi. He doesn't never next to Bernadette. I haven't heard it. Let me look up Tariq Nasheed's house being raided.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got.
Like we were talking earlier, these folks don't understand something. The reason these artists are being coming after or law enforcement, you put it on videos and telling everybody what you're doing. So all they do is gather the information up, wait, watch what you do. And as soon as they think they got enough on you, they're going to make a move.
I don't see anything on YouTube about his house being raided. Maybe it might be.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't hear about that one.
Oh, 2 days ago, scandals. I don't know what it's at. I can't play you on the phone right now. But he also raised a lot of money for a dollar. He has a couple of things he's trying to do. And sometimes trying to do things, people watch you. If you say you're going to do something and don't do it in a timely manner, start raising money for it, that could put you under the radar of various.
You got to be careful on the money raising part.
Yeah, when you start raising money for shit.
Collect the dime, you better already be in motion to do something for 9 cents. Believe me.
Right.
That's why I'm very, very careful. Before I say, hey, come on, send the money. No. You better know what you're sending it there for. You better have everything lined up so people see it in motion.
Right, because he got a lot of haters, and haters will create things for you to get create obstacles for you to overcome while you're trying to achieve your goals or make your dreams come true. Trust me, I've seen it happen before. So
you can discuss it, you can plan it out, but before you take 10 cents, and you notice I'm saying 10 cents, make sure you got that 9 cents working.
Right. And you got to.
They're not gonna come after the penny. They're gonna come after that 10 cent. And then it comes after 10 cent.
Have your books in order, boy. And here's the problem that some pastors get into. They make money in the churches.
Ms. B, the Divine Connector, joined.
They make money outside of the church, and sometimes it looks like they commingling funds.
Okay? Oh, they do commingle.
If they commingling funds, then that could be a major problem tax-wise, because some money is non-taxable, some money is taxable, and then you have to be very careful.
They use this is for the church, and I don't get a salary from the church, and I do this, and I grab this from this, and I go, I don't know how you pulling that off, but believe me, when the money's coming in from all angles, it's very difficult to separate it.
Now,
it's almost better that if the money's coming wrong, send it back and tell them no, send it this way.
My boy,
don't say nothing to me.
My boy, who is this? Who said this? This is what he said. I'm gonna put him on the screen right quick. Rashad Cobb said they lied on him. He was not raising money. White supremacists set him up to get killed years ago. They ran into his house with guns pointed, all because he tells the truth. Okay, now that right there sounds very, very plausible. Okay, that sounds.
Who's that, Tariq?
When Tariq Cobb made the comment that they've been kind of after him for a while because he tells the truth. His documentaries are very enlightening, man. They are super enlightening, and people don't like that. People don't like woke folks. They don't like woke folks. Okay, and so that's why I see our show and my other show, and we growing, but we ain't growing at the numbers we should be. Okay, maybe because we talk a little legitimate shit, and sometimes that you can grow, but you can't grow too fast because you must have a following, and now you are a factor, and I never want to be a factor to the point where I'm gonna be a target, and that's just my own thing. So anyway, folks,
well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say you can discuss things, put it out there, but make sure your facts are tight. That's number one.
The only thing about
two,
that, if your facts are tight and they're undisputable, that means somebody else is lying, and that
True.
right there is almost the ultimate curse when it comes to telling the truth. If you can verify your story that contradicts what somebody else has said or put out there, all of a sudden, damn, now everything they said is going to become questionable. So now you just made an enemy, and now they're trying to find a way to discredit your ass. So you already discredited somebody by telling the truth, and now their credibility at stake, and misery love company. So they're gonna try to find some way to put that same thing on you, and that's what people deal with when you are doing a lot.
Well, that's another reason why, like I said, I had to. People like, I can't believe things you said about certain people, and I haven't even read your book. I said, well, when I get into the book, I get into depth, and I get into. I know this because I can reach out to this person, this person, this person, and they'll tell you the same. I don't tell a story just to say it. I say it and back it up.
I understand.
And
you know
when
what?
people say, "Wow,"
I gotta apologize to one of my top 10, chat room brothers, Rashad Cobb. I'm sorry, Rashad. I did fuck your name up. I called him Rashad Cobb, all kind of shit. And sometimes I glance at the screen and I know it's Rashad, but I apologize because I don't want you to go nowhere. You've been supporting me all this time, and don't let my glancing at this name. I just thought Rashad. I mean, I saw the R and the H and just left out the R completely. But anyway, we got it back on track, baby. We good.
Well, let's get to the chat room and see what they're talking about.
Well, right now the question is, Derek Mallory just mentioned that Nick Cannon is on baby number 9 on the way.
10.
Okay, that's what I thought. I heard 10 earlier, but
he's 10. I think he's having another child with a woman he's had 2 other kids with.
Okay,
and they're about to have another kid.
Let's talk. We got about 14 minutes left.
If Nick can handle it,
we got about 14 minutes left. We got 14 minutes left.
You think that's time enough for Nick to have another kid?
Yeah, it's time to make one. That's for damn sure. Cause I heard it was Quick Nick. Anyway,
Quick
Nick at night.
You talking about not putting a target out there? Okay, I'm with you.
Now, quick question.
I'm with you.
Is 10 kids too much? How many kids is too many? How many kids is enough?
Look, if you can afford it and that's what you want to do, spread your seed, but make sure as that seed grows, take care of them trees. That's all that matters. That's all that really matters. If you feel you can put 20 on the planet and handle it, Elon Musk, what does he got? About 9, 10 kids. I mean, how many is he claiming? How many is he, taking care of? But he can take care of them. Can Nick take care of them?
Oh yeah,
I hear he can.
He can take care of them.
I think his ends meet the opportunity to take care of them. But the thing is, babies look good, but they all grow into children. I mean, look at Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy got what?
10. He got 10 11 kids. He got 10 for sure.
He got 4 or 5 baby mamas, and Eddie can handle it.
Eddie got it.
Well, we assume he can handle it.
Oh no, Eddie.
His daughter just got married.
Eddie, it ain't no problem with Eddie. Eddie, and maybe that's what Nick got his inspiration from, watching Eddie have all them kids and have a good time. Eddie, can he handle it? Shit, they can all live with him and he can handle it. They wouldn't even see each other most of the time. I've heard about people being at Eddie's house. That son bitch is huge. Yep. Okay.
Eddie got, from what I understand, Eddie has 10 houses, and I'm talking globally. He's got houses.
Okay.
So when people say, "Oh, Eddie done fell off," he ain't got no money. You out of your mind. Eddie's pretty well taken care of.
Shit, Arsenio just sold one of his spots for $30-something million. Okay, and he was Eddie's sidekick. Okay.
Well, no, I would never call Arsenio Eddie's sidekick, because Arsenio had his own thing. That talk show helped pay for that $30 million plus house he probably bought for 6 or 7.
Okay.
So that's a good real estate move.
But
that he did.
as you know, my good friend Eddie Murphy. My good friend Eddie Murphy. That finger. My good friend Eddie Murphy. But yeah, Doc, it's all good though, man.
But that's what you're supposed to do. It's like what Ben Stiller and them and his crew does, and Vince Vaughn and all of those cats. They get together and they make a ton of money together.
I ain't mad at them.
I'm not mad at them. They when they do those movies and 5 or 6 of them in there, they're not getting top dollar to be in that movie. They get a salary a piece, and they get a piece of the movie, and they keep moving on. Then they call each other up. Hey, man, I'm getting ready to do so and so. Can you get down? We need to learn how to do that.
You know what? I was listening to a talk show earlier today, and it talked about how many different ways Black folks are divided. And it's amazing how divide and conquer has become such a major part of our culture. Okay,
I've been trying to bring folks together for a long time.
Whether it's in the churches, because we're one of the few people, we're one of the few races of people that we're in every religion. We're in every religion. And I'm not saying everybody's one thing, but a lot of Latinos go for the Catholic. Not all. I'm not saying all, but a lot of them go for Catholic. A lot of
But you know why that
go
is?
For Protestant, huh?
You know why they go?
What's that?
For being a Catholic.
Why?
Because the Catholics were the ones that were missionaries that were sent to those parts in those countries and worked with them to feed their families, to protect them, and to also use them. That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact. What happened with
why? Don't know.
What happened
but I know.
Black folks? Hold on. What happened with Black folks? Remember, in our infancy as being slaves here on this continent, in this country, we weren't able to read. They didn't want to teach us to read. So when you snuck and you did what you had to do, the only thing they let you do in the beginning was use the Bible and follow their religious rules. So as plantation owners across the South, were all of diverse religious backgrounds, and as the evangelists grew into power, that's why you have so many different diverse African American religious orders. Because it's funny, I was on a panel about this last week, and we were discussing what it was like to be with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the FOI and what Malcolm was about and that division and between Christianity, Catholicism, Baptist, Episcopalians, and when you start, thing is, what we don't get and we don't understand as a people, and this is what I say, even in the hip hop culture, the more you're separate, the less power you have. Because it's easy to divide and conquer you. And once they know they can do that, you get swept up.
Right.
Get taken down.
All right.
And that's the thing we need to work on.
Bernadette's coming back. Let me see if I get her back here again. Miss B.
I want to say happy birthday to DJ Quentin Floyd out there. Big up to him all the time.
Bernadette,
happy birthday, bro.
You frozen, Bernadette. I can't bring you in, babe.
It could be a water freeze. Don't be angry at her.
I ain't mad at her.
It could be a water freeze.
Now, everybody knows that the game took some major stabs at Eminem and said he's the best rapper. He's better than Eminem. Tomorrow, Eminem's response to this song comes out. I'm gonna say R.I.P. Game. I'm gonna say
really?
R.I.P. Game, huh?
Really?
Man, it's a whole lot of folks. It's a whole lot of folks you want to get a hold to lyrically. Eminem ain't one of them. Now that's my.
Why not?
Eminem ain't one of them. Okay.
Why not?
Because he don't have no filters.
No.
Okay, he will embarrass you in front of your mama.
But okay, I go from this position, and I like Eminem. I think he's good at what he does.
Miss B, the Divine Connector, joined.
But he did.
Okay.
And the things went downhill. So if Game wants to go out and decide to lyrically go after Eminem, go do it. You might get pummeled. But get back up, dust yourself off, and come again.
I got a question for you. I got a question for the chat room. Let's do that. Okay. Chat room. Do you think that Eminem is going
Miss B, the Divine Connector, joined.
Annihilate Game in his diss track? What do you think? You think he's going to get annihilated? You think he's going to my daddy said, get his hat brought to him, his ass brought to him? It seems to me that he a little butthurt because he wasn't on the Super Bowl. He ain't stopped talking about that yet. Okay, maybe he thought he should. Yeah, he
Game wasn't invited. That was
what I'm saying is he's a little butthurt because he wasn't invited to the Super Bowl. Maybe he thought he should have represented the Bloods because Snoop's got a chance to represent the Crips. Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying that may be one of the situations. But he had to stop talking about it. I guess he feels he deserved the spot on the Super Bowl instead of Eminem. Okay, and far as marketing go, I think Dre made the right choice. Okay, because Eminem, he got a white appeal. That Snoop has a white appeal, but Eminem has a much bigger white appeal. Okay,
it's a broad appeal, and remember, Dre is working for the NFL. It wasn't Dre's Super Bowl. It was the NFL Super Bowl.
Okay.
So there may have been scrutiny with the game, and Dre was like, "I'm not willing to go through that fight."
Okay, hold on. Let's see here.
We don't know. We do not know.
Martin Coase, then he went on Drink Chat, said he's another time better than M. Okay. He's been saying this for a while. He's been trying to get on M's bad side, and I used to really didn't get into this kind of stuff because it seemed like kind of childish. But as I see, it's become such a big part of hip hop. These different challenges and diss tracks, and even having people. I forgot the show I watch sometimes on YouTube from time to time. These guys, all they do is diss each other.
What about that battle rap? The battle rap show on YouTube.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about.
But and Homeboy was on our show. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Must be the divine connector joined.
That's why I don't mean to cut you off, but I have to for a second. That's why I try to say I'm sick and tired of everybody slicing hip hop up and saying how their version is the true version. No, if that's what you like, go enjoy yourself. Knock yourself out.
Well, my question is to the chat room. Do y'all think that Eminem is going to hand game his ass? Okay.
What are they saying?
Some of them said hell yeah. Some saying hell no. Martin said no. Tyree D said yeah. Martin Martin said no. Anyway, we got about 40 people in the chat. I would like to hear what y'all thinking about this right here. Martin brought it to my attention. Who brought it to my attention? Martin or Richard? Was it Martin or Richard? I don't know if it was Richard or not, but Martin Coase said, hell no, he fell off since 2004. So I guess Martin is rolling with Eminem because he says that Game fell off 2004. We're gonna see, folks, and we're gonna talk about it Tuesday and probably
next Thursday
because it's gonna probably be a major. It's gonna be a major diss. Okay, I don't see him. M is like one of them cats that I'm not really fucking with nobody, but he's like a paper tiger. If you fuck with him, you're gonna eat your ass alive. Okay, and that's what I
remember one. Let me give you one quick story.
Go for it.
It's when Prince Bay from I forgot the name of his group said some stuff at a time against Boogie Down Productions and KRS-One, and he was doing a live performance in New York. I'll never forget this. And he was on stage, and he was like, yeah, and this, that, and the other. And he started doing his song, and out of nowhere, you heard, BDP! And out of nowhere, hundreds of people stormed the stage. And KRS-One went up to him. He said, what'd you say about me? And launched that big dude off the stage physically and began to rock the crowd. And the thing is, we were like, damn, that was messed up. But damn, but you went after KRS-One like that, and you didn't think he was going to respond?
Hey.
You didn't think he was going to say something back? To me, I said, I enjoyed that because the visuals, it was.
Oh, hold on.
Saw it.
Derek said that Eminem fell off 2004. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off, but Derek said he thinks that I got it messed up. Like Derek said, not the game. I said that M fell off since 2004. Ooh, we're going to see if he make a comeback. Folks, we out of time, folks. We are done. Bernadette?
We still on the ropes?
Yeah, we done. Shit.
Man. Happy birthday, DJ Q. Floyd, happy birthday.
Bernadette, you in the bed? You got in your bed clothes? You trying to make a OnlyFans?
No, this is
you trying to make a goddamn OnlyFans?
Yes.
What shit is this?
I need a good cable connection. Yeah. I need a good Wi-Fi connection.
You know what? You need an Ethernet. You need Ethernet. You need a cable. That will help you a whole lot. Okay. In the meantime, folks, this is Lonzo the Godfather. Yeah, okay. This is Lonzo the Godfather, West Coast Hip Hop. Dr. Dre, say goodbye.
Yes, What's up? This is Dr. Dre, yo, MTV Raps, plus around the world. Aye. Thank you very much to the 45 King. We're going to try to bring him back on and figure out how to make sure he sticks on, because he's the gentleman that did the Hard Knock Life for Jay-Z. Mark the 45 King.
All right,
I'll
folks.
just say, be 45 King. Big up all the time.
We out. Peace.